Oh, it's really hit me today. It's 20 days since we left the house, and yeah, just feeling a bit sad and a bit down, really. I really love the seasons and I like to prepare for the seasons and decorate the house in the style of the season. And although I've put a few bits up in the van, it would have been really lovely to be at the house and decorate it in all autumn things. Anyway, it is what it is. I'm just, I think, burnt out a little bit. I'm very, very tired. We've been doing a lot of cities, and in cities it means a lot of walking. I mean, yesterday we did over 20,000 steps. The day before we did 15,000 steps. So we are really walking a lot. And then, of course, being back in the van, you don't get the same sleep. It is disturbed because you're aware of noises. It's usually a very early start because if you're sleeping in a car park, people are using them to get on the trains to go into the city. So it can be sort of 6 o'clock when they start. So, I mean, good luck to them. At least I'm not being woken up to get out and go to work. But yeah, I'm tired. I'm really tired today. We've just done another 3-hour drive and little car park, really nice. We're outside of Berlin, and the hope is tomorrow we're going to catch the tram into Berlin. So I've had a nana nap, I had an hour's sleep thinking that would pick me up. Ian's brought me for a beautiful walk, and this is a lake. It's a massive lake, and the Germans really make use of their lakes by putting beaches on them. So in summer you can imagine this is full. There's about 3 or 4 of these all the way around the lake. So they encourage swimming in the lake and water sports in the lake. So yeah, fair play to you, Germany. You're really big on fitness. There's cycle paths everywhere. You encourage people to walk and swim, and yeah, it's not happening for me today though. I'm keeping my woolly hat on. Hi. We're Caroline and Ian, a British couple who gave up work, sold our house, gave away our possessions, and are now looking to spend our 5th winter doing van life.
So come and join us and see how Christian faith and van life work together.
On a wing and a prayer.
Well, that wasn't a bad sleep. And we're parked up in this massive big car park. There's a bus in the corner that will take you towards the nearest towns. But today we're going to get another train and we're going to
Berlin!
Hey!
So yeah, we've had a good sleep. This part we're actually now. Oh, sorry, this part we're actually
Get back!
now.
You get your head right into the middle of the screen.
Where?
Sorry, start again.
This part where we're in now is a motorbike school. So you do get motorbikes going round and round and round from 7 o'clock in the morning. Apart from that, we had a really good sleep.
Look at my lovely all, fully coordinated. Hey, woohoo, look at the part. Yep, so we've got a bit of a walk. Apparently to the railway station is around about 18 minutes.
You said 60.
All right, 18, 2 minutes extra. Hey, and you've got some bins up there at the top. So they have 3 lots of modes of transport around here, unless you pick up a learner driver, which is what this is now, and just nab a lift off them. But they do a bus just over there in the trees. If you look, there is a tram. I'll get a picture of that as we go past. And then a little bit further up, you walk through that forest, and there is a railway station. And it's the railway station we're going for because we are going to Berlin centre. See what Berlin has to offer. got to the famous Brandenburg Gate, which was the gate into the city, and famous around Roman times actually. And I get from the other side. But this was a place where they separated the east from the west, I do believe. And over there they've got, is that an American flag? No. It's an unusual thing to have. Okay, just round the corner from the Brandenburg Gate is this, and you might think it doesn't look like much. Please don't say that. This is, each one of these blocks represents a Jewish person that was killed in this city or in this area. How many, my love?
2,750, but I think that's a low estimate.
Right, and it's called the Holocaust Maze. Apparently you walk between them and they've been put around in such a way as to make some kind of a maze. But if you look, it's fairly straight. So I'm not quite sure what the memorial or what the what the maze is. Just listening to that fella chatting there.
In the centre, which is where we're going, is the museum to the underground area.
Right, so we've got to find the centre. Maybe that's why a lot of people don't go to it. So yeah, it's quite eerie. But there's no names or anything on any of the blocks. So, and they're not all put in straight lines either. This one, as you can see, is on the twist and the bend. The others are straight. Some are slightly lopsided. Some people, it's quite emotional. So, just trying to find the centre. What you having, my lovely?
Well, one of the things that this place is famous for, one of them, is currywurst sausages. So it's a sausage with sweet chippy curry sauce on it and chips, and it's rather lovely.
Delightful. I've got eggs and potatoes.
Tell them about the other thing it's famous for.
Oh, we found this out the other day, that Berlin was the very first place that they had a kebab. And a Turkish fella came over to Berlin and actually invented the kebab. I don't know who invented the currywurst.
But thank you very much for doing it, because it's very toasty.
So there's loads of kebab shops in Berlin. Well, not quite a Led Zeppelin in Berlin, but it is a balloon. And so many things to see in this city. It's quite amazing actually. So Madam's off as always. Look, we've got some people up there travelling the world. Oh, we've just gone past one place, which was the building that they had during the war. The orders were confirmed to go and do mass extermination. So it's got its nice parts and its grisly bits. We've been to that the Jewish exhibition that was really quite thought-provoking. Yeah, said Zeppelin, didn't I? There you go. And we're off to Checkpoint Charlie, which divided the east from the west. And yep, There she goes. Right, now she's really took off. If you're down there, Checkpoint Charlie, right next to a KFC. Museum of Checkpoint Charlie there. And this is it here. We've got pictures all along the wall. And on the side, don't get one over. Chicken. That's a lovely doggy. So, this is where West Berlin meets East Berlin. And there you can see how the wall went all the way there after that. So the missus is very mixed up at the moment. She decided, yes, I want to go, I don't want to go. I do want to go, I don't want to go. So we've just walked through there in order to go. Oh, can't even see it from here. Hold on a minute. Up there. And there's a restaurant up there, and it actually physically turns round while you sit on a table, and it gives you a full sight of the city. And I don't know whether you get by steps or what you get by. So instead, she decided to go to a very unusual thing instead. And it's called Korpenweld, and I'll show you what it is in a minute. So it is, they did a programme on telly about it, and it's Korpenwelten, and it was a fellow who took bodies, this isn't going to be very nice, and actually made them into sculptures and things. And all I can say is, you can't take the nurse out, the woman. She's very interested about the human body and decided that she wants to go and have a look. So, he's here. Oh, just try and get this quick. There you are, that's where we should have gone, up there. But unfortunately, it was a no-go, so we're going to get the train back now. I think Madam's had enough of sort of having a look around the city, so we're going to get onto the train and try and find our way back.
Now that we're warm and we're dry, because
With a cup of tea.
Because it's been a very, very wet tour of Berlin. What did you think of it, Mr. A?
I thought it was very interesting, actually.
So a lot of people said, oh, don't bother going to Berlin, it's rubbish. It was actually a very fascinating city. It's a very modern city, loads of modern history, and quite diverse, really, wasn't it?
Quite a lot of museums that were free to go in.
I think you could very easily go for 3 days. We only scratched the surface of it. We were there for 6 hours. Quite a lot of free exhibitions as well. Yeah, and really diverse. So
Yeah, and some interesting facts that we found about Berlin was that there are more waterways and there are more bridges than there is in Vienna. Or
and
is it Venice? Venice.
and it was also a lot wetter than Venice. Very, very, very wet today.
But Berlin apparently was made on a marshland, hence the fact that there's so many rivers and things. So so I found that interesting, and it was the birthplace of the
Doner kebab.
doner kebab.
So well done, Berlin. We shall definitely be going back for a second visit at some point.
And easy to get to from this part of space.
Yeah, really easy. We were just saying how efficient German transport is. So well done, German transport, and all those driving it. Well, big job's broken out today in the bus. Because we're in a site and it's got a washing machine. I've only washed once since we've left the house. I'm going to do the washing. It's also starting to get a little bit cold, so it's now the 5th of October and it's time to put the quilt on the bed. So that means putting away any bits of summer clothes that we've got, getting the big quilt out and sorting the bed out. So hello autumn, you have definitely arrived. It only took 4 years, but it finally happened. People kept saying to me, do you never worry about that top bed being so high? And I was like, no, it don't bother me. Till yesterday, when I stripped the bed, was remaking it, and went to pull the quilt straight, and for some reason, fell from the top of the bunk.
Some reason, my love, the ladders weren't connected properly.
So the ladders went one way, my leg went through them and twisted, smashed me back up, but the daftest thing is whiplash to my neck. So the worst thing about this is that I'm not just the navigator for Ian telling him where to go, because he's driving on the wrong side. Very often he can't see where to go. So I have to look, which now means I can't just turn my head quickly. I have to stick my head out the window to look properly. So we've had a 4-hour journey down to Hamburg and I was dead grumpy until we got here. And this is what we had. How incredible is that? So the car park is just up at the top. It's a lovely Saturday evening. Everybody's walking through those trees is where we're parked, so we should have a pretty quiet night. And down there is the way to Hamburg. Apparently, is it a 10-minute ride if you've got a push bike?
I thought it, no.
No, sorry, I've seen so many things. Anyway, Hamburg is that way. But tonight for us, we're just going to go for a gentle stroll around the lake. How are you feeling, Mr. A, on this Saturday evening?
We were actually on the outskirts of Hamburg. When we came off the motorway, did you not see that yellow sign? It said Hamburg.
I did.
So you're in the Hamburg area, but I think it said that it's about 40 minutes from here. And if you try and get a train or walk, yeah, if you try and get a train or walk, it's about an hour. So
A bit far.
yeah, well, it's nice. It's okay. Good.
Saturday evening in the park, and this area has been designated for barbecues. So you've got families all around the edges having barbecues, playing football games, or dodgeball this family are playing, and watching the sun go down. What a lovely, lovely family Saturday night.
What are you cooking now, love?
Well, as we are in Hamburg, I thought tonight we would have hamburgers.
Hamburger in Hamburg. Ingenious.